Shalom, shalom, Mishpachah. Shalom, shalom. It is so wonderful to see each and every last one of you. May you had a great Layla, which means night in Hebrew. I below that you had a great Layla. As we're waiting for our Mishpachah, our family, I would like to take this little time and say that I had many conversations yesterday with some of the Mishpachah in different areas of this country. And I am so humbled. And I am so thankful to Abba Yahuwah for what he is doing in our midst. We are not the only ones. He is touching the hearts and minds of people all over this world. Because our Abba, he's getting ready to set up his kingdom. But we have to go through some birth pangs. This is not going to be an easy ride. I am not going to lie to you. I'm not going to give you some kind of soft story, but I'm going to be honest. This walk is not for the faint of heart. This is not Christianity. Our Mashiach was up front from the very beginning to his Mishpachah, to his Talmudim, to his Kadashim, to those who will be called the sons and daughters of Yahuwah. He says the violent takes it by force. He says that if they have persecuted me, they shall also persecute you. I think many times, and I think it's just human nature, our mindset, we think that man has the best intentions for one another, but that is not true. As long as we have greedy people, as long as we have people who have an insatiable appetite for power, they're going to take from those who are kind, who are loving, who are caring, who want to do for others as they do for themselves. And so I want you to understand that Yahuwah has called us to recognize what's around us, to not be oblivious to what is going on around you. As we're going to read today, you're going to see over and over again that the Mashiach told us to watch, to notice what is going on around you. Don't be all caught up into your own little world. Our world is messed up. Our world is full of lies. And this world is so unfair. Thank you, baby. If you don't play by their rules, if you don't believe as they believe, they have a place for you. They have a name for you. This is why we know this is not of our world, just like our Messiah said. This is not our world. This is not our home right now. This earth will belong to us, but not yet. And so we must continue to fight the great fight of our amunah, which means faith in Abrit, in Hebrew. And so with all that being said, this is the day that Yahuwah has made. Let us rejoice, even though it's all got all these issues and problems. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Heavenly Abba, we come before you in the mighty name of your Bane, Yahushua HaMashiach, the one that is, the one that was, and is to come. Abba, we know that your kingdom is near at hand, and your day, the day of Yahuwah, is on its way. Abba, I ask that you would help each and every last one of us to keep focus on our mission, to stay the course, to be obedient. For we know without obedience, it is impossible to please you. Help us to be obedient, O Abba Yahuwah. We know that none of us are righteous, no, not one. We know we all fall short of your mark. But Abba, we ask for your compassion and your mercy and your long-suffering on each and every last one of us. Please do not deal with us according to our transgressions that we have committed against your Torah. May we have that love that sustains us through everything that we're going through in this walk. But we can do nothing without you, O Abba Yahuwah. For it is you and you alone, for the reason why everyone is alive, for everything is sustained by your words. Abba, you said not to put our trust in no man, no politician, no leader, no ruler, but may our help only come from you. For you are our King. You are our sovereign. You are our Savior and Redeemer. Abba, as those of us right now, even those who are not Zooming, those who are not fasting, may you help us to look within ourselves, those things that are displeasing to you. For we surrender our lives to you, O Abba Yahuwah. May we rededicate ourselves to you as you have dedicated yourself to us from the very beginning, before the foundation of the world. Help us to be mindful of our neighbors, O Yah. Help us to be mindful of our walk. We ask that you would lead us and guide us in our study this Yaum, this Bakar, this morning. May you speak to us. May your words jump off the pages into our minds and into our hearts. Wonderful and high and lifted up is your name, O Abba Yahuwah. Your kingdom come, your will be done on the Sarats, as it is in the Shamayim. Give us this day our daily lakam, our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. And Abba, we ask that you help us not be led into temptation, but deliver us from the hand of the evil one. For yours is the power, and the esteem, and the kingdom, forever and ever. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah. Rumamu Yahuwah Amat. Okay, Mishpaka. I want to thank each one of you for coming together. Without me, there is no you, and without you, there is no me. You help me to be accountable to you by coming here and doing what Yahuwah has called me to do in these last days and these times that we are dwelling in. May our Abba speak to us now. I am going to be reading out of the scriptures, TS 2009. Again, we are on our 4th day of Tsum, of fasting. We're going to open up, as we always do when we're doing these corporate fasts, with Isaiah Yashayahu, chapter 58, to remind ourselves the words of Yahuwah and what he has spoken to us. And the word reads, "Is this not the fast that I have chosen, to loosen the tight cords of wrongness, to undo the bands of the yoke, to exempt the oppressed, to break off every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, you cover him or her, and not hide yourself, from your own flesh? Then your light would break forth like the morning, the Bakor, your healing spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The esteem of Yahuwah would be your rear guard. Then, when you call, when you palau, when you pray unto Yahuwah, he would answer when you cry, and he would say, Here I am. If you take away the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger, that is the accusations, the judgments, and the speaking of unrighteousness, if you extend your being to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted being, that is to speak the Basorah, that is to share the great news, those who are hungry, those who don't have anything, they don't understand the word, they're hungry for the truth, they're malnourished spiritually. If you would extend your being, yourself, to those who are seeking truth and satisfy those who didn't understand the truth, then your light shall shine in the darkness, and your darkness be as noon. Then Yahuwah would guide you continually and satisfy your being in drought and strengthen your bones, and you shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. Why? Because out of your belly shall flow water. That water, the living water that Yahusha says that he would give us. It shall not fail. And those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations, and you would be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of the streets to dwell in. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. May we all be able to do so, to help others to repair their relationship with Yahuwah, to know who he is, to know their purpose in this life, to know that Yahuwah has called us out of this dark and perverted world into his marvelous light. Amat. And now we're going to read Zechariah chapter 2. Let us read this together. And I lifted up my eyes and looked and saw a man with a measuring line in his hand. And I said, Where are you going? And he said to me, To measure Jerusalem, that is Jerusalem. to see what is its width and what is its length. And see, the messenger who was speaking to me was going out. Yours may say the angel. And another messenger was coming out to meet me. And he said to him, run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem is to remain unwalled because of the many men and livestock in it. For I myself, this is our Creator, hence capitalized, am to her, declares Yahuwah, a wall of fire all around, and for an esteem I am in her midst. Did not our Mashiach say in the writings that where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he is in our midst, as he is even at this very moment? Oh, and flee from the land of the north, declares Yahuwah, for I have scattered you like the 4 winds of the Shamayim, declares Yahuwah. He's speaking of his people, Yasharal. He scattered us into the north country. He scattered us all over this earth. O Zion, escape, you who dwell with the daughter of Babylon, of Babal. Notice it says the daughter, not Babylon, not the original place. This is Mystery Babylon. This is that daughter that we read in Revelation, chapter 17 and chapter 18. That is the North Country. That is North America. For thus said Yahuwah of hosts, Shabbaot, Yahuwah of the armies, for the sake of esteem, he sent me to the nations, to the peoples, which plunder you, Yasharal. For he who touches you, touches the apple of my eye. That's how much we mean to him. For look, I am waving my hand against them, and they shall become spoil for their servants. And you shall know that Yahuwah of hosts, Yahuwah Shabbaot, has sent me. Who is me? Who is me? That is Yahusha HaMashiach, our Savior. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, not the daughter of Babel, but the daughter of Zion. Look, for look, I am coming, and shall dwell in your midst, declares Yahuwah. I am coming, and shall dwell in your midst. And many nations shall be joined to Yahuwah in that day. Yes, all those people, even those of my people, those that stand on the street corners with the bullhorns, with the megaphones, and saying how you, because of the color of your skin, you are not going to get in. Don't listen to them. Yahuwah shall require their soul at their own very hands for what they say to the others, by diminishing the hope that others may have in the words of our Abba Yahuwah. He says many nations, many people, many ethnic groups shall be joined to Yahuwah in that day. What day is that? At his second coming, the day of Yahuwah. And they shall become my people. Do you read what I am reading? Do you see what I am seeing? And I shall dwell in your midst. I shall dwell in your midst. And you shall know that Yahuwah Shabbaot, the Yahuwah of hosts, the Yahuwah of armies, has sent me, again, our Mashiach, to you. We are getting ready to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles, meaning we are doing the practice run. As my Aki Stephen said to me yesterday, we are doing the dress rehearsal. We are right now practicing. My elder, my Aki Stephen, said, because he trains a lot of boxers, young boxers, and some of the parents of those young boxers was like, is it okay to allow these kids to spar like this 3-4 times in a week? And I'm going to paraphrase what Aki Stevens said to me. He says, you can't expect them to fight their best unless they are fighting as if they are fighting that bout right then and there. You can't act like you're fighting. You have to fight. You have to fight. There's no better practice than actually doing the deed. You rehearse and you rehearse and you rehearse, and when you're doing it, when the curtains are open, you're going to perform perfectly. And so it is, that's what we're going to do. We're going to rehearse the Feast of Tabernacles coming up here in the pagan day, October 2nd. That's when it starts on Yahuwah's calendar. We may not do it perfectly, but we're going to do it to our understanding. And may our Abba Yahuwah, who sees all things, be happy with us, be pleased with us. For we as his little children are wanting to come home. We're tired of this world. We're tired of the way this world is treating us. We're tired of the way this world has taken advantage of us. We're tired of the way this world has been so unfair to Yahuwah's people. And Yahuwah shall inherit Yahudah, his portion in the set-apart land, that is the promised land. And he shall again choose Yerushalayim. If he's again going to choose Yerushalayim, that means he is not choosing it right now. Why? Because his people are not set up there. His people are not dwelling there. His people are not living there. Because that is not their country right now. Jerusalem is not our home right now. And so he's going to choose it once again on that day when he comes back at his second coming. And we shall be there. And so hush all flesh, hush all people, be quiet before Yahuwah, for he has roused himself out of his set-apart dwelling, out of his place in the Shamayim. And he showed me Yahusha, not what you see here. This has been corrupted by the Masoretic vowel points of the Yiddish people who call themselves Jews and are not. It is not Yehoshua. It is Yahusha, the high priest. Is he not our high priest? Yes, he is. That's what we read in the writings of the Hebrews in the New Testament. He is now our high priest in the order of Malach Zadok. You may know it as Melchizedek, our righteous king. He is standing before the messenger of Yahuwah, and Shaitan, the adversary, standing at his right hand to be an adversary to him. And Yahuwah said to Shaitan, the adversary, Yahuwah rebuke you, Satan. Not I rebuke you. You and I have no power to rebuke Satan. You are to use the name of Yahuwah, not you. Who are we? We are nothing. Anytime you find yourself in a situation, be it a demonic attack, a spiritual attack, or someone who is bothering you physically, Yahuwah rebukes you. Yahuwah, who has chosen Yerushalayim, rebuke you. Is this not a brand plucked from the fire? And Yahusha was dressed in filthy garments. Do you know what that filthy garment is? Do you know what that garment is that our Mashiach was wearing? Your sin, my sin, our transgressions of his law. And was standing before the messenger. And he answered and spoke to those who stood before him, that is our Mashiach, saying, remove the filthy garments from him. Remove the sin, the transgression that he has placed upon himself. And to him he said, see, I have removed your guilt from you. You shall put costly robes on you. This is why we read yesterday, or the day before, that is, in the book of Revelation, 6th chapter, real quick. And there it was given to each one a white robe. And they were told that they should rest a little while longer until both the number of their fellow servants and their brothers, who would be unalived as they were completed. They were given a pure robe, a clean robe, a white robe. There's another one that I wanted to show you. I don't know if I can find it right at this very moment. But the Mashiach said, buy from me a white robe so that your nakedness shall not be seen. So that your nakedness will not be seen. Then they put a clean turban on his head, and they put garments on him. And the messenger of Yahuwah stood by, and the messenger of Yahuwah witnessed to Yahusha, saying, thus said Yahuwah of hosts, if you walk in my ways, and if you guard my duty, then you shall also rule my house. You shall rule my kingdom. You see what Zechariah is seeing right now is a vision. Don't get all twisted up in your mind and your mentality and think that we're talking about two different individuals. This is to give us an understanding of how Yahuwah works. He says, if you walk in my ways, and if you guard my duty, then you shall also rule my house, and also guard my courts, and I shall give you access among these standing here. Who are these standing here? That's you and me. We will become his subjects, for he shall be our king. He will be our ruler, just like it says here in Yashiyahu. Yashiyahu 9:6, Isaiah 9:6. For a child is born unto us. A child, notice that it's capitalized. A son, capitalized, is given to us. And the rule is on his shoulder. And his name is called Wonder. Yours may say Wonderful Counselor. Strong All, or Mighty All. Father of Continuity, or that is to say, Everlasting Father. Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his rule and peace, or shalom, there is no end, upon the throne of Dawood, and over his reign, over his kingdom, to establish it and to sustain it with right ruling and with righteousness from now on, even forever. The adore, the zeal of Yahuwah, Shabbaot of hosts of the armies, does this. And so, verse 7, if you walk in my ways, and if you guard my duty, then you shall also rule my house, my kingdom, and also guard my courts. And I shall give you, that is to Yahusha, our Hamashiach, access among these standing here, that's you and me. Now listen, Yahusha, the high priest, and you and your companions who sit before you, for they are men of symbol. For look, I am bringing forth my servant, the branch, Natsarai. This is why we are called the Natsarim, for he is the branch. He is Ha-Natsarai, the branch. See the stone which I have put before Yahusha? On one stone are 7 eyes. See, I am engraving its inscription, declares Yahuwah Sabaoth, and I shall remove the guilt of the land in one day. He is going to remove transgressions of that land in one day. That is at his second coming. In that day, declares Yahuwah Sabaoth, you shall invite one another under vine and under the fig tree. And the messenger who was speaking to me came back and woke me up as a man is wakened from sleep. And he said to me, what do you see? So I said, I have looked and see a lampstand, all of gold with bowls on top of it. On the stand, 7 lamps, that is a menorah, with 7 spouts to the 7 lamps. And 2 olive trees were by it, one at the right of the bowl and the other at its left. Then I responded and spoke to the messenger, the angel who was speaking to me, saying, what are these, my master? And the messenger, the angel who was speaking to me, answered and said to me, do you not know what these are? And I said, no, my master. And he answered and said to me, this is the word of Yahuwah to Zerubbabel, that is, Zeru of Babylon. Not by my might, nor by power, but by my Ruach, said Yahuwah Sabaoth. Who are you, great mountain, before Zerubbabel? A plain? And he shall bring forth the capstone, which shouts of favor, favor to it. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, the hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house, and his hands shall complete it. And you shall know that Yahuwah Sabaoth has sent me, our Mashiach, to you. For who has despised the day of small beginnings? They shall rejoice when they see the plumb line in the hand of Zerubbabel. These 7 are the eyes of Yahuwah, which diligently search throughout all the earth. We read about the same eyes in the book of Revelation. Then I responded and said to him, what are these 2 olive trees? One at the right of the lampstand of this menorah, and the other at its left. And I responded a second time and said to him, what are these 2 olive branches which empty golden oil from themselves by means of the 2 gold pipes? And he, that is the messenger, the angel, said, do you not know what these are? And I said, no, my master. And he said, these are the 2 anointed ones who stand beside the master of all the earth. And I lifted up my eyes again before I read this part as it's coming into my remembrance. Many associate this with the 2 witnesses of Revelation chapter 11. Some believe, as I shared earlier for those of you who have been here, some believe it's Elijah and Enoch, the 2 who never died. Some believe it's Elijah and Moses, because they appeared with the Messiah on top of the Mount of Transfiguration in Matthew chapter 17. And some people believe it's the 2 houses, the house of Yehuda and the house of Yasharal. And then there are also those that believe that it is all of Yasharal and the Gentiles who have been grafted in. I don't know which one it is yet. I'm not going to claim to know which one it is yet, but Yahuwah is going to reveal the matter when the time comes. And I lifted up my eyes again and looked and saw a flying scroll. And he said to me, what do you see? And I answered, I see a flying scroll, 20 cubits long and 10 cubits wide. And he said to me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of all the Arats, the earth. Everyone who is stealing shall go unpunished. on the one side according to it, and everyone who has sworn falsely shall go unpunished on the other side according to it. I shall send it out, declares Yahuwah Sabaoth, and it shall come into the house of the thief, and the house of the one who shall swear falsely by my name. That is speaking of the preachers and the teachers. Excuse me. And those who say they know him and do not, for they do not keep his Torah. And they shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it, both its timber and stones. And the messenger, the angel who was speaking with me, came out and said to me, lift up your eyes now, and see what this is that is going forth. And I said, what is it? And he said, it is an ephah measure that is going forth. And again he said, this is their appearance throughout the Arats, the earth. And see, a lead cover lifted up, and this, a woman sitting inside the ephah measure. And he said, this is wrongness. And he threw her down into the ephah measure, and threw the lead weight over its mouth. Do any of you remember what the word woman, or what the woman represents in prophecy? When we're looking at visions and prophecy, what does the woman represent? What does the woman represent? Anyone? Yes, religion. Yes, the Catholic Church, the RCC, the Roman Catholic Church. This woman is wrongness. Verse 9, and I lifted up my eyes and looked and saw two women coming with the wind in their wings, and they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up the ephah measure between earth and the Shamayim. Then I said to the messenger who was speaking to me, where are they taking the ephah measure? Where are they taking this woman? And he said to me, to build a house for it in the land of Shinar. If any of you know your history, Shinar is the land of Babylon. And it shall be established and set there on its own base. And I lifted up my eyes again and looked and saw 4 chariots coming from between 2 mountains. And the mountains were mountains of bronze. With the first chariot were red horses. Notice the colors. And the second chariot, black horses. And with the third chariot, white horses. And with the fourth chariot, strong speckled horses. So we have the red, the black, and the white, and a speckled horse. What do we see in the book of Revelation chapter 6? We have a white horse, a red horse, a black horse, and a pale horse or a green horse. So I responded and said to the messenger, the angel who was speaking to me, what are these, my master? And the messenger, answered and said to me, these are the 4 Ruachot spirits of the Shamayim of the heavens, coming forth from presenting themselves before the master of all the Arats. The one with the black horses is going out to the land of the north, and the white one have gone out after them, and the speckled ones have gone out to the land of the south. And the strong ones went out, eager to go, to walk to and fro in the Arats, in the earth. And he said, go, walk to and fro in the Arats. So they walked to and fro in the Arats. And he, that is Yahuwah, called to me, Zechariah, and spoke with me, saying, see, those who go towards the land of the north have given rest to my Ruach in the land of the north. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, receive the gift from the exiles, from Heldai, Tobiah, and Yadayah, who have come from Babel, that is Babylon. Then you shall go that same day and enter into the house of Yashiah, the son of Zephaniah. And you shall take the silver and gold and make a crown and set it on the head of Yahusha, the son of Yahusadak, the high priest. Yahusadak is I am righteous. I am righteous. And shall speak to him, saying, Thus said Yahuwah Shabbaoth, saying, See the man, see the Messiah, the Mashiach, Yahusha, whose name is the branch. Again, Nazareth. And from his place he shall branch out. This is how he makes us the Nazarene. We are the branches. He is the branch. And he shall build the Hakal of Yahuwah. He shall build the temple, the dwelling place of Yahuwah, not this third temple that they are getting ready to erect there in the land where he says he is not right now. He says he will once more choose Jerusalem, but not what they're getting ready to do. What they're getting ready to do is the abomination that causes destruction or desolation. It is he who is going to build the Hakal of Yahuwah. It is he who is going to bear the splendor, and he shall sit and rule on his throne, and shall be a priest on his throne, and the council of Shalom shall be between them both, while the crown is for a remembrance in the Hakal in the temple of Yahuwah to Halam, and to Tobiah, and to Yadiah, and to Han, son of Zephaniah. And those who are far away shall come and build the Hakal of Yahuwah, and you shall know that Yahuwah Shabbaoth has sent me to you. And this shall be if you diligently, Mishpachah, obey the voice of Yahuwah, your Alua Elohim, the mighty of mighty ones. Hallelujah, Yahuwah, to the reading of his word on this Yaum. Heavenly Abba, we thank you for your words. We ask that these words that we have read, may we meditate on it, allow it to marinate into our being, down into the marrows of our bone, O Abba. May we be diligently to obey your words. Abba, it is you who has given us eyes to see and ears to hear. No one can come to you unless we have been taught by you. It is you that we learn from. It is you that teaches us. It is you who have chosen us, for we did not choose you. You chose us. And so for this, we're thankful, O Abba Yahuwah, because our eyes too could be blinded to your truth. Our eyes too could be blinded from who we are. And yet you decided, you chose to reveal yourself to us so that we, by our lips, may be able to speak to you and to admonish you and to exhort you and to give you all exhortation that is truly belonging and due to you, O Abba Yahuwah. May you continue to speak to our Ruach that is dwelling in each and every one of us. We thank you to the Abba Yahuwah for all that you do in our life. May we be content, O Abba Yahuwah, in whatever way we are, be it that we have a lot of sustenance or just a little, be it that if we have a lot of money or just a little, be it that we don't have a home or that we do. In all things may we be content, O Abba Yahuwah, knowing that you are looking down upon us and you are guiding us and leading us. You said that you would never leave us nor forsake us, that you would not leave us as little orphans. And so we hold on to your promises, O Abba, for we know that all of your promises are yes and amat. And so again, to the Abba Yahuwah, we give you all the praise and we give you all the honor and we give you all the esteem in the mighty name of your Bane, your son, Yahusha, HaMashiach. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And hallelujah. Rumamu Yahuwah. Amat. Mishpachah, I have to get ready to leave out of here. For those of you who are joining us here in the deserts of the Southwest for the Feast of Sukkot, I'm going to the campgrounds, my Asha and I, to go and to see what is there so we know what we're going to be dealing with. I will bring back word to those of you who will be spending time with us there. And we ask that Abba Yahuwah will direct your path to make it out to celebrate the Feast of Sukkot with us. We invite all of you, if you're not able to come, that you would journey and sojourn wherever you can. For those that are over there in the tribal east, that you would come together with our Codys, Jennifer and Miria, there in southern parts of Michigan. That's going to be a beautiful time there as well. And if you can't make either one of these camps, that you still keep your camp right there at your home. Even if you have to pop up a tent in your living room or in your garage or in your backyard, Mishpachah, we are commanded to dwell in tents for the next 7 days, starting October 2nd on the pagan calendar. The first day is to be a set-apart gathering, and the last day, the 8th day, is to be a set-apart gathering. Both of those days, you are to do no servile work. Call out, call in sick, do whatever you need to do, but stand before Yahuwah, for it is his appointed time. It is our appointment that we are to keep before our Creator, as he has commanded us in Leviticus chapter 23. I look forward to speaking with all of you tomorrow, Yahuwah willing. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. May Yahuwah baruch you, and may he keep you, and may he allow the countenance of his light to shine upon each and every last one of you. And as always, I know Yahuwah will sustain you, because he always does. Hallelujah. How beautiful it is for the brethren to come together in unity. And so I'm going to read the Aaronic Barakah and send you on about your Yaum, about your day before Yahuwah. Numbers chapter 6. Verse 22. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is how you barak the children of Yasharal. Say to them, Yahuwah barak you and guard you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and show favor to you. Yahuwah lift up his face upon you and give you shalom. Thus they shall put my name on the children of Yasharal, and I myself shall barak them. Hallelujah.
May Yahweh bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he lift up his countenance upon you So shall you put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. May Yahweh bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you shalom. So shall you put my name upon the children of Israel,
Yes, baby.
and I will bless them.
Yes. Yes, hallelujah. You are so great and wonderful, Abba Yahuwah. All praises due unto you.
May Yahweh bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you shalom. Yahweh. So shall you put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming together, because this is how we strengthen each other before our Abba Yahuwah. I am Ak Jimmy, also known as Brother Jimmy, aka Ambassadors of Yah. Until next time, Mishpachah, Yahuwah willing tomorrow. Again, Yahuwah Baruch you and keep you, and may He continue to allow His light of His countenance to shine upon each and every last one of you, including your Mishpachah, your family. Shalom, Mishpachah. Shalom.